you'll find coachman Manolo Belmar Ruiz near the city's cathedral bell tower. He's been taking tourists around Seville for 10 years. The tour always takes the same route, through the old town with its grand palaces and subtropical gardens.
People say we're the calmest of all Spaniards. We get up later and have a more relaxed approach. Life in Madrid or Barcelona is much more stressful. And thanks to the plentiful sunshine, we spend lots of time outdoors.
Seville is on the river Guadalquivir. It brought prosperity to Seville more than 500 years ago. Although it's not a seaport, it was the hub of Spain's maritime trade and became one of the world's richest cities.
This tower is called the Golden Tower because it used to be clad in gilded tiles. Gold brought back from seafaring expeditions to America was also stored there.
The city's centre of power used to be the Alcázar. The Royal Moorish Palace is the most important of its kind in Spain. It dates back to the 14th century. The dome of the throne room is adorned with gilded cedar wood. The Alcázar is the top tourist attraction in Seville and a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
The gardens cover a surface area measuring 100,000 square meters. It's very tranquil here, even in the summer. I think it's fascinating how the architecture takes the climate here into account. It's easily 47 degrees Celsius in the shade in the summer, and even back then people were able to build in a way that made the hot weather bearable.
Just a short distance away is the largest Gothic cathedral in the world. It too is on the UNESCO World Heritage List. The tour continues into the neighbouring old district of Santa Cruz.
Now we're entering the oldest part of the city. It's a maze of alleyways. It's a bit difficult for the horse. The streets are cobbled, and as you can see, it's all very narrow. It's a great place to sample some tapas.
According to legend, the tradition of serving tapas was born in Seville. The oldest and most famous tapas bar is the Riconcillo, founded in 1670. The people of Seville love meeting up for tapas, if possible, several times a day. There are 60 to 70 different types of tapas to choose from. The oldest one, which has been on the menu here for centuries, is spinach with chickpeas.
A tapa originally meant a small portion of food, a piece of salami, meat, ham, cheese. It would be used to cover a glass containing a drink as a temporary lid.
The coach tour is drawing to an end, and Manolo Belmar Ruiz takes his passengers to the Maria Luisa Park and the pavilions erected for the Ibero-American Expo in 1929. Today, the area is home to museums and university buildings.
On the right, you can see the former tobacco factory. Back in the 18th century, they used to roll cigars there. It's where Carmen worked, the inspiration for the figure in Bizet's opera. Now it's a university building.
The coachman has another tip for the evening. He recommends visiting a flamenco bar. After all, this fiery Spanish music also has its roots in Seville.